7:13, little bit of change on this Tuesday morning. Back in with the Alton Memorial Health Services Foundation. Shannon, how are you?
Thanks for having me.
You guys have a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline.
We do. It's a busy spring. I know you and I were talking about taxes, and I feel like I'm doing the tax man's hours, getting ready for an event.
I feel you. Well, you know, the big one is April the 26th,
right?
Correct? And
right.
This is a really great opportunity for folks to come together and really help people in our community that are, you know, going through some pretty tough times with this Ribbon of Strength event, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. This event is, it's not only a fundraiser. I tell anyone who has interest in it, it's really just honestly to be there for each other. A lot of folks who are struggling with cancer, or they're a family member of someone who's struggling with cancer, they ask themselves, what can I do? I mean, other than financially be there for them. And this is a way for them to come together and talk about what they're going through, and have some fun too. So it kind of, you know, takes that pressure off during the event. They've got a time to breathe and just be together and talk about their loved ones.
Well, and see, that's what I think so unique about this too, is that time just to, like you said, just relax and kind of just take the world in for a little bit, especially with how, you know, how hard that battle is for so many families.
Yeah, I can't imagine. You know, I hear some of the stories. I've been sharing some of those stories on our Facebook recently. Just letting people know how you can get involved in this event. And then those stories come flooding to me. And then it reminds me, this is why I didn't become a nurse. Like, you have to be so strong to be able to do that. And I just idolize those people who work in these settings and take care of these patients. So, you know, I feel like personally, this is the least I can do is to you know, help in any way that I can. So,
well, and on the 26th, how's this event going to take place? How's it look?
Okay. So the lineup on April the 26th, it's a Saturday. We're holding this at Grip and Sip, which is in Cottage Hill. So if you're leaving Alton and you're headed towards the Thalto before you hit the 255 exchange, I mean, you're just a couple of minutes from that. A little spot on the left-hand side. I say little, but it's getting big.
Right.
They're building these pickleball courts in the back. It's just a fabulous venue. Like, you know, you can do something small there, or like this event is going to be bigger than we've ever had. So we're excited about it. But again, the 26th of April, folks can be involved in this by ordering what we call ribbons. And actually they're vinyl banners.
Okay.
And the color for all cancers is purple. You know, we've got pink for breast cancer, gray for brain cancer, orange, I believe, for like leukemia, for pediatric cancer. So purple is encompassing of all of those cancers. So these ribbons are purple. We sell those in segments, and they're different sizes. And this is on our website and on our Facebook page. But folks can order these ribbons, and they can put whatever message they want on it. So it can be for, you know, someone that they've lost. So their ribbon may say, in memory of Grandpa, or whatever the name is. But then we also have a lot of people who are doing them in honor of someone who's fighting this battle.
Right.
So the messages on it, they vary. Folks can buy these ribbons. We take care of with our great friends at Schwarzkopf. They print them up for us and do a fabulous job at it. We take those ribbons and display them at Grip and Sip. So then during the day, we're going to have a virtual golf scramble. We'll have a couple of raffles going on that day. The ribbons will be on display for folks to see.
Wow.
In years past, we actually put the ribbons out on the ground. I know you're a big soccer guy, but this is our 5th year of doing it. And in years past, we put the ribbons on a soccer field and then flew a drone over it, took photos of it, video of it, and then we shared it. But that was pretty much it.
Right.
People, you know, and again, it was during COVID, so we really couldn't have a lot of folks there. But as time progressed, we decided, you know, we want people to be there. We want them to be able to talk to each other and, you know, talk about their loved ones. So.
Well, it helps.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it evolved from being this big ribbon on the ground to now we have them along the fence at Grip and Sip, and we call it the Wall of Honor.
That's so cool.
You know, it's kind of what it turned out to be.
How did Grip and Sip become a partner in this? Was that just a landing spot? Because this seems like a really unique partnership that's going to last.
Yeah. So we, I know I come and talk to you about duck pluckers. Yep. So one of my committee members, Gay Julian, she's on my duck plucker committee. She and her niece, nephew, and her husband, they're all involved in this grip and sip. So I was telling her, about our event, and she comes to it, and the last one we had before we moved to grip was out at Rolling Hills. We put it on the golf course, and again, we wanted to have a little more participation with our guest. So she said, well, at grip, we could do a virtual scramble because weather always plays a part in this event. When we put them out on the soccer fields, we were chasing them across the field, trying to pin them down. The first year it was snowy. The next year it was rainy. When we went to Rolling Hills, it was still really cold out.
I bet, yeah.
So this way at grip, you can golf inside, and it doesn't matter what it's doing outside, and that worked out perfectly.
Well, you're still having a lot more fun, too. I think that way it gets more people involved, too. Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, and just so folks know real quick, it's $50 for a player, but teams of two?
Teams of two. Yep.
Teams of two. So if you got a good duo, you got $100 per team, and life's looking pretty great. So you can take your best shot at the chipping and putting contest, too.
There will be that as well. Yeah. So, and the prize may or may not be some time on the simulator at Grip and Sip. So
there you go.
That's worth it. That's worth it.
Well, and now light appetizers are going to be available as well.
Yeah. So some of the tea times start as early as 10 o'clock. So, we'll have donuts and stuff for those folks who have those early tea times.
I love this. I think it's so cool.
They have full bar service there. So if you're like a golfer like me where you need that Bloody Mary with the that first tee time, it's available for you.
Just don't be the golfer like CJ who thinks another 6 on the back 9 will get you even better. That ain't going to work.
Well, luckily, this is just 9 holes. So
that's true. That way I can't get in trouble.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, with that being said, though, you said there were some raffles going on, too. What type of raffles?
We're going to have some raffles. We're going to have one for the ladies. I believe it's going to be like a wine raffle, and then obviously something towards golf, too. So there will be chances for folks to buy some raffle tickets and be a part that way. They have a new patio area off the backside. So, weather-wise, if it's nice, we're going to be out on that patio. Otherwise, they have an enclosed patio inside. Mm-hmm. So weather's not an issue with the venue here. So we're looking forward to it.
That's so cool. Yeah. Well, now, how long does it take to get everything set? Because there's a lot of ribbons and there's a lot of coordination. That's a bigger undertaking.
Well, I've got a heck of a team.
That's right.
I've got a great team. Just like with whenever we do duck pluckers in the fall, I've got a great team who helps out.
You guys are a machine with that, though.
We're a well-oiled machine.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So no, we do a lot of setting up the evening before what we can, and then that morning we'll set up. But like I said, this is our 5th year, so it becomes one of those wash, rinse, repeats, but you throw in some new things each year to keep it interesting.
Well, adding the virtual side, I love that. I mean, I think that is so fun and really just...
Well, we talked about, a golf, doing an actual golf event, doing a tournament, but again, you've got that element of the weather. And no offense, but there's lots of golf tournaments. We don't want to take from anyone's event either. So this is a little different. And, you can bring your family member with you instead of the wife waiting for you to get done with that tournament. So, but
saving a lot of arguments later on.
Yeah, see, I do all I can. I can.
Well, you're right, though. I mean, that's why I'm so glad you guys do these different events because, I mean, I never pick on any, but there's a lot of trivia nights and there's a lot of the same things, which are fun. We need to go do those and have fun, but to make it a little bit different in your own thing, that's what I think is cool. Also, on April the 15th, at Roma's Pizza in Bethalto.
Tax day. Those taxes done and head to Roma's.
Oh, man, I just got my taxes done and I am so angry right now. I have been livid all day.
So I shouldn't ask you to buy a banner?
Probably not yet. I can deduct that.
Yeah. There you go.
Give me all the deductions I can give. Hey, on April the 15th, tax day, the day I will be literally sobbing into this microphone. You can go into Roma's, have some of the best pizza around. A portion of your purchase will benefit these great folks at Alta Memorial Health Services Foundation and the Ribbons of Strength event going directly towards it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the reasons a lot of folks like to be a part of this event is that the funds that we raise, they stay right here. This past fall, I had a couple of groups reach out to me and say, we've raised this amount of money. One was a little Panther football team from Jerseyville who called me out of the blue. They saw on my Facebook that, what we do with this event, and they said, hey, we're doing a bake sale and a raffle. Can we donate our funds to you? Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're thinking a couple $100, $4,000 later.
Oh my God.
Yeah. A 2-day event. They raised over almost $4,000. I think it was like $3,600. Brought me a check. So they did it specifically because they knew the funds stay here. So patients in our oncology and infusion centers, if they are struggling, we have an application they fill out, and we give what we can to them for their things like bills, car payments, electric bill, rent. Just because you have insurance doesn't mean that you can cover everything that comes along with this type of disease. We all know how insurance
works too. So if you mark it down now, then you got to wait for later and hope it just goes through.
They identify these patients and say, I know this guy is struggling, but also it's hard for people to ask. So we put the application in the packet and they fill it out. And I say fundraising is hard sometimes, but the benefits of seeing how you help somebody make it all worth it. So
100, because that's a priceless moment for not only you guys, but for that family. I mean, just to know, hey, we might have the worst possible situation right now, but at least we know X, Y, and Z is getting taken care of, and that's, you can't put a price.
And that's what we say.
That.
We try and take a little bit of the financial stress off of them, so they can use the energy they have to focus on their treatments and and getting better.
And it shows you just what BJC's doing over there. I mean, you guys have a really good staff, and really, it's just great to know what our local healthcare providers are really doing.
Keeping
for the
it close to home and keeping quality healthcare here. That's what the foundation is about, making sure that everything that we need is here in our local community. So,
well, if you want to register for this virtual groff, I do get paid. I promise. Ask the tax guy. Virtual Groff Scramble is April the 26th. This is Ribbons of Strength. The great event it is. You can register by calling 618-433-6047. That's 618-433-6047. You cannot miss Grip and Sip when you're driving down 140. What is that? Is that 140 College?
140. Yeah.
When you're driving down 140, you can't miss it.
North, south, east, 140.
Yeah, exactly. Just tell me the location and I'm there. I don't need.
What's it by? Yeah.
Right. You can also be part. If folks aren't registered, can they go out and just mingle and be
they can come out and just see what it's about.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have lots of folks who are coming out in honor of someone doing,
really
in the middle of that battle. It's hard for people to. They want to help, but they don't know how to help. And sometimes just talking about it helps the patient, knowing that people are there in your corner. And then in the same sense, after losing someone, you want to hear their name said. You want to see their name somewhere that they haven't been forgotten. Yeah. So I really feel like that's a lot of what this event about is just coming together and supporting each other.
Well, and you guys are really hitting that every step of the way with this. And that is so important to have the memories live on. And then also for those patients that are having that battle with that family, just to have that, I hate to say that normal day for a little bit.
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
We all take that for granted.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I mean, your normal is not normal any longer after a diagnosis like that. So we want them to have that day.
Well, and folks, you can be a part of this, but it starts before April the 26th at Roma's Pizza, which they're great. I mean,
fantastic. I didn't know they had the whole 3 lanes behind.
Oh, yeah.
It's like super fast.
Oh, yeah. No, it's like a Raceway gas station over there. They got you covered. Yeah. You can dine in or you place an order for pickup at Roma's Pizza in Bethalto on tax day, April the 15th, and a portion of your purchase will be benefiting the Ribbons of Strength event for Alt Memorial Health Services Foundation, and really going to be a great thing. On the 26th of April. Do we still have time to register?
Absolutely. Follow our Facebook page. We're sharing information constantly about that, or go to our website, which you can get there from our Facebook page as well. So.
Shannon has checked every box for you. Your loved one is not going to be yelling at you for 5 or 6 hours out at a golf tournament when you were supposed to take the kids to soccer practice.
That's right.
Not going to happen. You can bring everybody with you, have some fun, and really just keep up the great work. I can't wait to talk duck pluckers.
Oh, I can't either, but let's get through this first.
That's fair. That is more than fair, and let me know how it goes.
Will do. Thank you.
Time's 10:28. We'll take a quick break. Mark Catholic has an upcoming spring production coming down the pipeline. Freaky Friday is what I was told it is. That's a great movie.
I remember that with Jamie Lee Curtis.
And Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
We're having some fun, and Marquette will too. We'll talk with the cast and crew a little bit, and we'll have some fun in studio. This show's ending early today because I got to hop, skip, and jump on down to Bakers and Hale for the North Alton Godfrey Business Council meeting.
That's right.
Because I've been a little late to those lately.
Right. That's right.
10:28, there's a little bit of change on this morning. We'll come back and have some more fun next.